Welcome back to Everything Money. It's Seth, Paul, and Mo. Today we're talking about NIO. Paul, NIO is this Chinese car company. They're going to be expanding throughout the world. They do have cars in other countries, by the way. They reported a record quarter in vehicle deliveries. They're doing well. I saw a documentary about this battery exchange. It is pretty rad.
What battery exchange?
Oh, that's the whole point, baby. You drive this car into a little garage, and it takes out the bottom battery, puts in a new one, no charging.
Oh, that's sick.
No charging?
No charging. You get a whole new...
I thought you meant like no charge for doing that.
Oh, my apologies. You get a whole new battery as opposed to going to... Listen, I have a Tesla. Mo's girlfriend has a Tesla. We all have Teslas on order, actually, oddly enough. 5 Teslas between the 4 of us. But in essence, you're going to find, Paul, that sometimes you want gasoline and you got to sit at a charger for 20 minutes. It does suck at times, but this battery swap thing is pretty rad.
That's a great idea.
Other people argue that NIO is more than a car company. Well, at the moment... they're not even actually a car company. There are some comments on our former videos, Paul. When we compare NIO to a car company like Ford, I mean, people say, Paul, you shouldn't be comparing this. I say, you're absolutely right. NIO's not even a car company quite yet.
They don't make cars?
The point is people would say don't compare it to Ford because it's more than a car company. My argument is it's not even quite an actual car company yet. Somewhat jokingly, but it's trying to be an successful car company.
Well, if you look at it, Tesla does 10 times more revenue than even NIO does right now.
What we'll do is use our 8-pillar software, use your 8-pillar analysis and our software to look at NIO's financials, where are they going, and then make some sort of probable projection about their price moving forward. So if you've bought NIO, oh boy, if you watched Stock Mo last January, and he told us to pop the champagne during NIO's battery day when it jumped well over $60, and you bought then, you are still probably upset with him, and
you
we'll tell you...
literally bought the peak.
That got to an intraday high of $66.99 right
You
there.
literally bought the peak. So where is it going now, Paul? Let us know.
Guys, follow us on Instagram. It helps us out a lot. So guys, NIO's in China, so they have a big market to grow into, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be better for them. They're a $53 billion company on $4.2 billion in revenue. That is 12 and a half times more. As an example, the other car companies sell for around 0.5 times. So this is 25 times more expensive versus revenue.
Now, before you put in the comments, don't compare this to a car company, let us know what we should be comparing this to.
If you say don't compare this to the car company, just close.
Yeah, thank you. You're right,
because I don't want to hear it. It's wrong. You're wrong. You think I'm wrong. We're never going to be able to figure it out. It's going to unfortunately take massive losses for you to go, maybe I was wrong. But it is what it is, because I don't have FOMO, so it doesn't worry me.
Keep going.
There's also people here that are visiting because it was at 67 and now it's at 33.
That's half.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So 5-year PE, nothing, because they don't make money. Last year they lost $540 million. No cash flow in the last 5 years. Last year's free cash flow was negative 700. Since they don't make money, they have no return on invested capital. So far,
analysts estimate that NIO will break profit in about 2 years. It has a relatively high level of debt. The general rule of thumb of debt is it shouldn't exceed 40% of your equity. This is 52%. But on the flip side, shareholders love NIO because there's a large cash balance, Paul. So
do they? Okay, we'll check it out.
We'll get into that. Keep going.
Look at these financials. In 2018, they did $7 million in revenue. Now they did $4.3 billion. That's a huge growth story, guys.
Huge.
Let's look at their profit. They lost $1 billion to losing $538 million. So ironically, that's a check mark.
Heyo.
Number of shares outstanding, a 50% increase, $1 billion to $1,560,000. This is terrible. They're diluting their owners. They're basically telling you, hey guys, this stock is so expensive, but you guys are on crack. You love the stock. We're going to issue more shares instead of taking on debt because you guys love it and you guys have no idea how to read financial statements. You don't realize how bad this is, so we're just going to give you what you want. They're the crack dealer in the corner, just literally going, this is awful for you, and we're just going to keep feeding you the crack. And you're going to keep going there, stealing from your mom's purse and giving the dealer in the corner his money for crack.
I was going to see how far you can go down this road here. I mean, Stock Mo is the dealer of NIO. Keep going, Paul.
Yeah, he's going to be arrested soon. All right, guys, I think I'm just going to, the balance sheet, total debt, long-term liabilities is $2.6 billion. I don't know if that's good or not. Who knows? Cash flow statement.
Yeah, we want free cash flow growing, Paul. I'm sure it is.
It is. They actually had free cash flow in the last year. In 2020, I mean.
Huzzah!
That's
Celebrate
impressive.
Good times.
That's good. Negative $400 million to a positive $128 million. Okay, that's a good thing.
All right.
That's a great thing.
The funny part I can't get is, Paul, the same people who are huge Tesla bulls, they also, I've seen a lot that also love NIO, but the funny part is if NIO does really well, Tesla would not be doing as well
I
in
don't
something
necessarily
like
agree with
China?
that.
No? Go on, tell
Well,
me.
here's the deal. You can have, we have Ford,
look at
GM,
Ford,
Toyota,
GM.
Honda, Volkswagen. We have lots of car
do
companies
well.
that do very well. There's a big enough piece of the pie. And don't forget, Seth.
And remember, go ahead.
ahead.
I was going to say, competition is a good thing because it pushes those companies to be even better and better and better. All of them as a whole. So, go ahead, Paul. Sorry.
Mo, are people trading NIO over there?
Well, here's, I always talk about the up and down. This one was kind of the hype, and then it went up, and it only fell halfway. So lucky for you, you only lost like half of your money instead of 100% of it. So from a long-term perspective, though, you know this. I would never do something with a company like that from a long-term perspective. But from a swing, I would have no problem with it. Right now, you're getting into that oversold area. I would actually let this just keep trickling down and then go ahead and make a run up because you can run this thing right up to that 25-day moving average before you're going to have a ton of volume as an influx. The average volume on this thing, do you know how much it is? Take a guess.
Let me think about it. 10 million?
33 million. 33 million average shares traded per day. So the volume is certainly here. It's just you need to get it coming in there in a consistent number, probably around 40 to 45 million based on that average. That's when you're going to break through these moving averages and have a little bit of a run.
Now let me
you.
double check. Stockmo said this stock will be $100 by Christmas. How is it headed that way?
Well, if it goes
Anything
up
can
about
happen.
$70, it can do it. I mean, it could go $70
Now he
in a
did
day. Let's be real.
backtrack. He did backtrack and say it'll be $100 by 2022 Christmas. So maybe I'm
that's
wrong.
like when Tesla gives me the car and they put it in there and they don't give me a date.
So
It's coming December 1st, but I don't know if it's 2021 or 2025.
Which kind of throwing darts at
Yeah.
prices and hoping.
That's what all of these people
Great,
do.
great plan. Paul, what should you be playing? Look at this. What are you putting in there? Oh my gosh, this is a stock analyzer tool, folks. I'm seeing bonkers numbers already. Go ahead, Paul.
So guys, they have a lot of growth. They have a lot of potential. They're in China. China has a very fast-growing middle-class market. They're going to be selling a lot more cars. I'm going to go high.
Look at this.
30, 50, 70% growth rate a year for the next 7 years. But I'm assuming they're going to issue a lot of shares. I'm assuming their profit margin is going to be about what the other car companies are, 3, 5, and 7%. Free cash flow, I'm going to mimic exactly that. PE, 15, 20, 25, 15, 20, 25. Actually, Seth, you're going to be a little surprised here.
Okay, but it's
If
a
you
buy.
believe the highest level of assumptions, 70% a year for the next 7 years, that would be, let's actually do the math here, 1.7 to the 7th times 4.4 billion, $180 billion in revenue in the next 7 years, which I think is an insane number. But if you believe that, you should be buying NIO all day. If you believe 50% a year for the next 7 years, you got to still wait for it to fall in half. That's the crazy part. Even 50% growth for the next 7 years per year, you still need to wait for it to fall in half. I'm actually surprised this even came in.
Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised by that. And I'm making other assumptions. Who knows what happens? I don't know. But I think NIO is just obviously expensive. But I buy the growth story for NIO way more than I buy the growth story for Tesla.
Really?
A lot less revenue, 1/9 the revenue.
I see.
So they have a lot more potential, and they're in China. And China's going to want to promote their own car companies and say, listen, come buy from our Chinese car companies. I just think it's going to be a lot easier for them to grow, especially as China becomes a wealthier and wealthier country as time goes on.
In the end, you've seen other YouTubers constantly talk about how great Lordstown was going to be, how Rivion's going to be incredible, Workhorse, Nikola. They keep saying NIO's going to be great, and that might be the case, but it doesn't necessarily mean the stock price will follow. So be careful out there.
Yeah. Be careful. They're issuing a lot of shares. There's a lot of things to be apprehensive about. I would definitely use your margin of safety on this one.
That's our show. That's our take on NIO. And you can argue with us in the comments, follow the like, and join our community. And join Mo in the morning at 9 a.m. Go ahead, Paul.
I want to explain the software.
My apologies. Tell them what you did.
I forgot the software. Guys, we created this software that you saw us use. We created it because our users said, we want the software that you're using. So I created it. But I did something better. I put it in a mobile app. I give you everything listed here, including exclusive daily content and the Discord community with over 6,300 people who have access to it. Guys, all that software is available for you for 90 cents a day. 90 cents a day. That's all it is. Less than a crappy cup of coffee. If you are serious about your financial future, this will make you hundreds and hundreds of times more money for you in your lifetime for only 90 cents a day. And you get all of this versus our competitors, $200, $235 a month, and you don't even get everything. So go click the link below, go to everythingmoney.com, sign up. It'll be the best financial decision you make in your lifetime. Well, just kidding. I don't know.
That's our take on NIO. Stay tuned. We'll keep updating it. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.